Welcome to the Where's the Finish podcast. We are three runners talking to our friends, sharing stories about running, training, life, and asking the quintessential question, where's the finish? WTF.
Welcome back, friends, to Where's the Finish podcast. I'm Kevin.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Shae.
And tonight we have a very special guest, Mr. Charlie Poblenz.
Yay.
Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, thank you.
You're like a superhero, man. I tell you, the stuff you have been doing, tearing up the freaking trail. This last year has been like a crazy year for you.
It has been, yeah. I've been pretty busy with running.
I don't know why. How in the world do you make time for all that running, man? You got a busy life between work and kids and family and all that stuff. Where do you find time to squeeze in training for a 300 freaking mile run?
Good question. It's tricky. It's tricky a lot of times. Like I have a coach, so we have a training schedule, and some weeks are ideal. I can follow the schedule. Just like sometimes it's getting in things after work or in the mornings. A lot of times I have Fridays off, so that'll typically be like my big long run day or something like that. But
So
a lot of times it means like
who's your coach?
Joe Corsione with Everyday Ultra.
Okay, Everyday Ultra.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah. I think the key to that is being flexible, adjusting things, realizing training is never going to go like 100% perfect, and just doing the best you can and making it work.
You hear that, Shae?
What?
Did you hear that?
What do you mean?
Be flexible.
Yeah, I know. I had a 5-hour run scheduled for tomorrow, but because I'm going to go hang out on a boat with some friends, I did my 5-hour run today.
Oh, that is flexible.
Yeah, I drove to
that's
Orlando this
flexible,
morning, and I ran.
And then ran back?
No.
Maybe.
Well, I had to get my blood drawn. I had some labs, and so then after my labs, I drove down to Orlando and I ran on the West Orange Trail.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
Where'd you start at? Lake Apopka?
No, Lake Killarney. Not Lake Killarney, Killarney Station or something like that. But I did go by Lake Apopka.
Nice.
So yeah,
That's fun.
Now,
all those things you have to do.
Now you're a Floridian. Where in Florida do you live?
I live in Jacksonville now, but I was born and raised down in Stewart Beach, Martin County.
Okay.
And I came up to Jacksonville for school, and then went to Kentucky for dental school, and then came back to Jacksonville because I liked it so much.
Oh,
Very nice.
So where did you go to school?
UNF for undergrad, and then University of Kentucky for dental school.
Oh, that sounds really smart of you.
Why did
Go
you
Blue.
Why did you choose up there for dental school?
They chose me.
They chose you. You got the
Yeah, they
call.
chose me.
And
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
oh.
No, it was a situation where he got a scholarship, probably, and they're like,
No.
No?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was like it's like sort of competitive going to dental school. So my strategy was like shoot out a bunch of applications everywhere,
Yeah.
and then wherever I get in, have to sort of figure out where you want to go. And ideally, I would have gone to Florida, but I didn't get into Florida. Got into Kentucky, which the odds of me getting in out of state of the Kentucky was like way less, but it worked out. So I ended up going there, which was nice because I got to live out of state for 4 years and experience somewhere else, and it was a good experience.
Did you do any running up there?
No, I didn't run at all.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Oh.
So where did running start? So running
I
as a kid?
gotta ask a question
Oh.
though. What kind of dentist are you? Are you like
General dentist.
okay?
Bread
So
and
you're
butter, family
a
dentist,
people
yeah.
dentist. I'm assuming, not like a horse dentist or. I'm just kidding.
No, if he was a horse dentist, he would live in Ocala.
Of course he would.
That is true.
Well, I mean, he probably wants to move to Ocala anyhow because all the cool runners are in Ocala. So come on down.
Closer to some trails.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got great trails. Yeah, for
Yeah,
real.
we do.
Have you ever watched the musical A Little Shop of Horrors?
Long time ago.
You remember the dentist song?
Barely.
Oh my goodness. And you're a dentist.
Shae, you could probably sing it to us, couldn't
I
you?
cannot. No.
Feed
Steve
me.
Martin. No. This is the dentist song.
The dentist?
Oh,
one?
I can't link in because we're on.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Well,
That's too bad.
Well, several people already know.
someone look up the dentist song for us later.
From
and-
Little Shop of Horrors.
We'll
Steve
tag
Martin
it in
sings
the-
it.
That's a
the
good
episode.
movie.
It's a great
I love that movie.
Yep.
So how long you been dentisting?
Since 2015.
Oh, nice.
It'll be 10 years this year.
Oh wow, you're like a real professional now. You're not even a student no more. I mean,
No,
Are you accepting new patients?
always.
Can we put a link into their show notes for your dentistry?
Yeah, we could. That's fine.
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
So
Hey,
I
this
know
tooth
we're
right
gonna,
here. Can you see that?
we're gonna jump way ahead because as soon as I heard dentist. Okay, so one of the things is that with ultra runners, we're constantly taking in sugar for like 30 plus hours at a time. Like I always put a toothbrush usually like for the overnight section so it feels refreshing. But what can runners do like during these very, very long endurance races to keep up their like oral health?
I'd say probably the easiest thing you can do is if you like most people are consuming carbs, is just have like plain water also. And so whenever you eat something, just try and at least switch around with plain water. And then ideally, it's nice if every 6, 8, 12 hours or something, you have a toothbrush handy to at least kind of brush things off. That's kind of like the best you can do, unless you're actually gonna like bust out a whole like toothbrush floss and stop and do all that. But yeah, the real risk with all that's getting tooth decay and then the exposure, I'm sort of worried about it too. Like when you're constantly, I'll eat a gel every like 20 minutes, and we always tell people it's better not to like snack. It's like if you're gonna have like a soda or have something really sugary, like just drink it and be done with it. Don't like sip on it for hours. And
but I mean, that's the point during ultras pretty much.
Oh yeah, you got to sip on it. And that's what we do for hours. And the best you can do is have plain water to kind of just swish with, and then brush your teeth when you can. But I don't really know what else you can do.
Man, well, I've never really thought about oral hygiene as an ultra runner.
So I thought about it a lot because when I did Vol State, 2022, I had my braces. And so I'd had my braces at that point for like 6-7 months. And so I was constantly aware of what I needed to make sure to do. So I was brushing my teeth several times a day. And I was just walking along the side of random Tennessee highways, brushing my teeth.
Both my kids had orthodontics, so I imagine. But that in itself,
I was adult braces.
That in itself makes you think a lot about oral hygiene. Just having them there.
The next year when I did HOTS, I had my clear aligner kind of one for my uppers, and so that was always a thought too of okay, well I need to be wearing my retainer, but how am I going to do that?
I feel like that's even more dangerous. So
because that just traps it in there.
Yeah, it traps it in there. So the issue with wearing an aligner or retainer while you're doing all this is all that stuff gets trapped in there. So it's almost better to not wear it and then just throw it in either if you're sleeping or something like that, or just.
And that's what I ended up doing.
Or just not even wear it till you're done. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it took me over a week to do
so
HOTS,
your teeth might shift a little bit in 10 days, right?
Yeah, they can. They can shift fast. That's right.
Yeah.
They can.
Yeah. No, if I don't wear my my retainer for 5 days, because if I accidentally lose it somewhere, then yes, I notice.
So I had heard that as a younger person in your life that you were into you were a poser kind of guy, like skateboard, surfing, and all that type of stuff. Is that true?
That is true. Yeah. So I grew up skateboarding, surfing, playing basketball. That was what I did.
Wait a minute.
You just said a poser?
That's what they call a poser,
That's
man.
That's not a poser. That's not a poser.
Yeah.
That would be somebody saying I do sweet kick flips and they can't even ollie.
They can't even ollie. Right. So here's the real question: Did you have an emo phase?
An emo phase?
Yeah. Did you go through some?
Did you wear all black?
It was probably. I don't know if I got to the point where I was wearing all black, but I listened to some emo music for sure.
Nice.
Was you wearing Vans everywhere?
Yeah, of course you have to. It's a requirement.
Oh, is it?
I don't think I've ever owned Vans before.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Was you wearing Chucks? Chuck?
Never owned Chucks either.
So what was the outfit for you in high school? What was you wearing? What was Chuck wearing? Not Chucks.
Probably a t-shirt and some I don't know, back then cargo shorts were a thing, so it's probably a t-shirt and some cargo shorts.
I've been thinking about the trip pants a lot.
What year did you graduate?
I've been thinking about trip pants and Jinko jeans.
Jinko, yeah. I graduated high school in 2006, but I'm familiar with Jinko and all that. Yeah.
I was looking up Jinko jeans because I was I would love a pair of Jinkos again. They're $150.
So when we were talking about Shae's needing new trucks on her skates, you could understand that on a skateboard then. New trucks, right?
Yeah, that episode has not come out yet.
What?
Come on, yeah.
But he would understand if he heard the discussion.
If he heard the episode.
He knew what. Yeah.
He knew what we were talking about. Yeah.
Oh, roller skates. I was thinking roller blades.
Yeah, no.
No, she has roller skates.
skates.
Yeah, 4x4s.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Some 4x. Can you put on your 4x4s?
They're called quads.
Oh my
You're pretty a brand new set of mud tires.
Judas Becky.
There's 4 on each side, right? 4x4s.
No.
Quads.
No.
Quads.
Joe.
It's the same thing as 4x4, right?
Only if you're from Palatka.
Well, heck yeah. I want some 4x4 roller
Come
skates.
on, Joe.
Did you put some Palacaline on them skates, Shae?
Oh my gosh. I saw somebody with the biggest Palacaline at the gas station. I
can
almost
imagine.
like I saw it and I almost went over and I was gonna be like, is your car okay? Like, is your truck okay?
You should have done it.
It
So-
was almost dragging on the ground.
So besides the the cool board stuff, did you do any other sports as a youth?
It was basketball. Yeah, I did basketball.
Oh, I imagine. Well, you're kind of a tall fella. How tall are you? You think?
I was short then. I'm just like 6'3" now, but yeah, I wasn't when I was playing basketball. I was pretty short.
Did you have game?
I mean, I probably would have told you so. Looking back, I don't think I was as good as I thought I was. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
I respect that for sure. I say the same thing about me running now. I'm not as good as I think I am.
So but you were an active kid, right? So you weren't like,
Yeah.
So you were doing a lot of stuff, but you didn't consider yourself like an athlete? Maybe?
I don't know. Well, maybe. I don't know. I was busy. I was doing things outside, but I was also like very busy. Like I was all day. I'd be outside doing something, but then I would be like gaming all night.
Nice.
Oh.
Game of choice
Yeah.
in those days.
Oh,
What was
game
it?
of choice. Back then, it was like Super Smash.
Who was your
What
character?
else was there? Who's my character? It was.
Don't say
probably,
Kirby.
No, like Link.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I went home today from work
Kirby
and told
is
my wife
not
I needed a
respectable.
Super Mash.
What?
Yeah.
Your wife wanted to Super Smash? Is that
Yeah,
what you
heck
just
yeah.
said?
That's what I'm talking about.
Come on, Joe.
That's horrible.
Golly darn.
So when did you get into running?
So I would say like after high school until I like really got into running, like every once in a while I'd run like a casual like 5K for whatever reason. But not really like train for them, just kind of sign up for one and do it for fun. And then when I met my wife, we kept that kind of going, but we ventured into like doing like a 10K, and then there's a race here in Jacksonville called the Gate River Run, which is a 15K.
Oh, nice.
And that was like a big deal. And
Because that one has a lot of participants.
it's a really cool race here in Jacksonville because the community all comes down. It's just like a huge party the whole way, and there's so much support, so it's really fun. But yeah, one year we signed up for the Donna 5K, and we went out, and right before the 5K starts, there's another race that starts, and it's the 110. And I remember seeing like Mark Burgett and Dave Krupski, and there's like 6 or 7 people lined up at the start line, and they're saying like, "Oh, it's the 110 ultramarathon." And I remember looking at my wife and be like, "Well, it's clearly a relay race. Like no one runs 110 miles, and that's just crazy." And then just quickly found out like, no, these people are lining up to run 110 miles, and I was just blown away. I couldn't even comprehend like. I thought a marathon was ridiculous. So I just couldn't even comprehend like who these people were, what they did, how they trained for that, how do they get it done. And it just really just like blew my mind. And so that just started like the rabbit hole of like looking more into it and watching a bunch of YouTube videos. And then it sort of like, it stayed. I was super curious about it. And then one day I was like, maybe like I see all these YouTube videos and these people seem like they're just normal people just doing this. Like, can I do it? And so I signed up for one in October 2022. I signed up for the Hellcat 50K in Green Cove, and that was in January 2023. And just sort of like did my best to train myself and like showed up to that race and got destroyed, but finished it. And I was like, well, I didn't die. And
Well, what's the Hellcat like? Because I've never done that race.
it's a 50K. They have other distances too, but the big one was the 50K, and it's at like an airfield out in Green Cove Springs, and which is like southwest Jacksonville. And I think it was 5 loops, and it's like I think like 90% on trail. And so I was like running in the mud and on the grass, and I was like, that was also brand new. And there was like aid stations with like peanut butter sandwiches and candy and
So
like,
wait,
all
when
this
you
stuff.
were training for it, did you ever do real food, or were you all doing gels?
I think when I was training for that, I went to like Dick's or REI and bought a bunch of like sport beans and like random gels, like goos and just stuff. And I don't think I was eating any real food at the time.
Didn't really know anything
And
about race nutrition at that early stage.
I knew nothing. Yeah, I knew nothing.
Yeah. So now you say your wife, you said so you were running with your wife at the time when you started running? Now, has she taken on any ultra running, or what's she think about you doing it?
She thinks I'm crazy. She's super supportive though. She just sees like what it's done for me, and so she thinks it's great. She hasn't jumped off the deep end like me, but I did convince her to sign up for 12-hour, like the River to Sea 12-hour ultra. She drove 27 miles.
Love it.
Yeah, so she technically has like an ultra distance on her ultra sign up page. I was super proud of her for that. She's done like this year she did the Disney half marathon. Last year she did the Disney like 10K, and so she dabbles in running. And I think she enjoys it with like running with her friends and stuff like that, but not to like the point like sort of like what I did.
Now, a lot of the races, you always have like a support team, and your wife is obviously like your captain of your support team, but you have a couple of fantastic little cheerleaders that are there with you too. Tell me about your kids.
Yeah, so I got 2 little girls, Penny and Piper. They're like 4 and 2. Piper actually she'll be 3 next week. Yeah, they're the best. They were at that first 50K when I finished, and thankfully the stroller was there because I needed that to like help me get back to the car.
We've all been there.
Yeah, but they like color these little signs, and just like they'll send me little video messages and stuff, and it's just like, you know, it just melts my heart, and just really, I can't be sad when I get a message from them or see them at the finish. It's,
I mean, quite honestly, you know, like I love kids, and I got to spend some time out with you on the Across Florida 200. We can talk about that race in a little bit if you want, but there was a video of you crossing the finish line, and the same thing happened with you at Monster. You were crossing the finish line, and the 2 little girls kind of went in with you, and I got a little emotional watching that video of you with your kids, and I could just see the pride and the love that was all, you know, it was right there, man. It was raw. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah. So we did have some really big races though that you've done recently. So you've done a couple 100-milers. I mean, one of the ones I know you said that Donna. You talked about that distance, and you've seen some people doing. You ever run the Donna 100-miler?
I did, yeah. So that January when I did the Hellcat, that was my first ultra. Then things progressed. Later that year, I did my first 50-miler, which you had to do to qualify to run the Donna. And so that December of 2023, I did that, and I was able to run the Donna like the following year.
And
January.
You won it.
Yeah.
So he didn't just run it; he won it.
Yeah.
What the heck, man? How's that happen?
Well, it probably sounds, well, I don't want to like sell myself short, but I won by like attrition. So like,
okay, here's the thing. Having won things by attrition, I stand by it, because here's the thing.
Me too. Yeah.
Because those people didn't finish, right? Like, you are the one who stuck it out that made the time cuts. Because I know Donna has a pretty good time cut at one point.
Yeah. So I was able to stick it out, and then also like, this was like one of the only years where like Dave Krupski or Mark Brigette didn't sign up. So like normally it's in the bag when they're there, but
so super speedy guys. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like amazing. Like it was like the coolest thing ever to do. Like I don't know if I technically call it my first 100 because it's staged. You do like 84 miles on day 1, then you sleep and do the marathon the next day. But it was still like the coolest thing ever. Like that is one of my favorite races I've ever done.
So wait, how long did you have for sleeping? Because I know some people basically go until the cutoff.
Yeah. I think that first night I finished, I want to say it was around like 2 a.m. And then I think I woke up at like, I went home. I live like right over the bridge. So I was able to go home and sleep in my bed. I think I woke up at like 5 or 5:30. And so I got a couple hours of sleep.
How bad did that hurt when you started up again?
Not as bad as I thought when I finished day 1. So like at the time I was coached by Coach Chris Twiggs, and I finished. He's sort of like, I think he's the race director of that. And so I finished at the hotel that you finish at, and I remember looking at him like, this is the furthest I've ran. It was like 84 miles, and I was like, there's no way I can move tomorrow. Like there's absolutely no way I can run a marathon tomorrow. He just looked at me and was like, go home, sleep, eat, and you're gonna be okay. So and sure enough, he told me, he's like, you just need to show up tomorrow, and then you've like basically won this thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Pretty much.
So Chris Twiggs,
Yeah.
now he's like the Florida guy for the Galloway training. So
Yep.
so do you do any jeffing when you run? Are you a gallo runner?
Not as much anymore. Sometimes I'll do it like strategically. Before it was like 100% all the time. I was just run walking the entire thing. Now it's more like it depends like what the race is or like what I'm doing or where it is in the race. But it's definitely I think important for a lot of ultras, and I'll strategically use it.
Yeah, have you used that in like the multi-day races any?
Oh yeah, well yeah. I think you have to. There's like, I mean, at least for me, there's no way you cannot like not.
Are you
walk
kidding? I
at some
have to
point.
do it in like a 5K. So, yeah. I mean, I have to do it.
I mean, I walked today on my 10-mile run. I get
So,
it.
just for people that don't know, so the Donna 110 is what we're kind of talking about, and what is the distance of the loops that you do? Day one.
It changes slightly every year because the course changes a little bit, but it's roughly like a 7.5 to 8 mile loop that you do like 8-ish times, and so it just accumulates to 84 miles. But what's cool is you start downtown at the stadium, like the Jaguar Stadium, and then you run from there to the beach, which is about 20 miles, and then you start these loops.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool.
But
In a neighborhood, what kind of?
Yeah, so you're at the beach, so you're running through like Atlantic Beach and through Jacksonville Beach. At least the past 2 years, that's how it's been. And so, just a lot of like residential road running. There's no trail at all. It's just all on the pavement, sidewalks, road.
Yeah, I've got a couple of relatives that run some of the shorter distance. They got some challenges and other things that the Donnas do. And that's a really interesting, I guess it's a company or a group, how she did that. I mean, that's really about breast cancer awareness, right?
Yeah.
The
It is,
entire
yeah.
Donna stuff is about breast cancer awareness. She's a survivor of breast cancer.
I've been very aware of the Donna, and I've had an interest in the Donna. But that time cutoff is just like scary because you don't know how you're going to feel. Like, what if you have that off day and then you're like, well, I ran the 80 some odd miles and not going to do the marathon.
At least you could say you tried.
That's true. Yeah. So maybe Donna next year. Maybe.
Oh, it'd be amazing. I don't know. I feel like it's a race I'm gonna sign up for every year, and it's just really cool because even the marathons when all the community comes out, but there's so many people out there supporting the ultra people on that first day, and so it's still really special. So it'd be amazing just if if every year there was more and more people that did it.
I wonder how many people are out there watching the 100-mile distance that actually were like you did and had no idea what was really going on with it,
Yeah.
Well, the first time I ever heard about the Donna, I heard about it in like the 110 aspect. And then I knew somebody here in Ocala that was like, oh yeah, I'm running the Donna. I'm like, oh, there's another ultra runner here. This is amazing. But they were doing the
marathon?
marathon. Yeah. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, it's a cool race because that day one you get the ultra kind of like experience where there's not a lot of people. There's still like aid stations and there's like some support, and you're going this like big distance. And then day two, it's like the community down. You have the marathon experience. There's like thousands of people, and so it really like charges you up for that second day. It's also like a really emotional race because like what the cause is for, and so a lot of people are out there just like ready to go and just it's I don't know, it's really special.
Yeah, I think it'd be a fun one. I mean, like I said, I've got relatives that do the shorter distance, so they have other distances too that they do, but they all dress up in their pink outfits and their Save the Tata shirts.
Joe,
and
let's
I love
just
it.
let's just dress up like boobs and go.
I mean, I just show up. I am a big boob, so
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't dress up like a.
Yeah, dress up like a big boob.
Don't do that.
We're gonna run in a
Dress
boob
up-
costume.
No.
Save the Tatas. I'm just saying, it's all about the Tatas. So
Come on, Joe.
Sorry.
So you
this
did-
Is,
but
this
you-
is the too serious thing for me to say. Like, save the Tatas.
But you did the race again this year too. I just just not that long ago, really.
Yep.
And you did pretty good at it this year too.
Yeah, I was excited to do it because this is the most consistent I've ever been with my training, just like ongoing. And so I was really excited to see how much of a time, if I had like a decent day, like what my time difference would be.
Yeah. Well, so go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Here's my question, because I've seen your ultra sign up results. I know the races you've done. How does so you do, obviously most of them are flat, fast road hundreds. Like you went from these are just flat places. How did you get it in your mind that you wanted to do something with a lot of elevation?
So it wasn't necessarily like the elevation that was like enticing. I think it was the distance, like the 200-mile races that were out there, and just like the original thing that I was looking at was Cocodona, and I was like, that looks like something that's super scary, and I don't know if I could do it. It just seemed impossible. Sort of like when I signed up for the 50K, I sort of had the same feeling, where I was like, I want to do this thing that I think is impossible. And when I was about to sort of sign up for Cocodona, they sort of released like the monster information. I was like, whoa, like, yeah, I'm probably gonna want to do the monster, and it being the inaugural year, like there's only one inaugural year, so why don't I go for that first and just see like kind of what happens?
So that's an interesting point, because my stance is never do the inaugural year, because that's when all the problems happen and they identify the problems. I've done the inaugural year of one race one time and I said never again.
Tampa 100.
I wasn't gonna name it.
I did because I ran it the following year.
The following
Makes it
year.
extra special.
But the Monster 300, I mean, the course is pretty well known because it's a state trail, right? And
Most of it, yeah.
and also the company that threw on the race is well known for doing great races. So well known. Well, maybe you're questioning whether it's great, but I think they're well known for great races. So I mean, I can't imagine it was horrible, other than the distance. So
300 miles is a long fucking way.
that is a long way. But Charlie, I think I met you. I don't remember if you've came out with the Across Florida 200 a couple of times before you ran it yourself, and I don't know if you were out there with Jeff Iosa when he was doing his, or if it was Jordan and
It was
Blake.
Jordan and Blake. That's where I
Remember
met
they
you.
did
It was
that.
Jordan and Blake.
First time I met you and Kevin, it was for Jordan and Blake.
Yeah.
Okay.
what I thought.
So yeah,
Was I when that
you were not
You
there.
were out doing Shae things.
You were doing Shae things without us.
race was I doing? Like,
I don't think you helped with you didn't help with Jordan Blake at all, did you?
no, I think I was out of town.
Yeah,
It was like July and it was hot.
yeah.
So
So
there's so many spiders.
how'd you get to know those guys? How'd you get to know Jordan Blake?
So that was at the time when we knew we were like the group of us, Jamie, Judy, and Scott, we were gonna do it, and so we were part of the group, the Across Florida
Our
Sherpa group,
Sherpa
I guess the
group,
multiple
yeah.
Facebook groups.
Yeah.
And I remember them posting like, "Hey, we're doing this in the summer. Like, if anyone wants to help, like, let us know." And me and Judy were available, and we felt like, "Hey, this would be a great opportunity to like do some course recon and like help someone else and like just kind of see like what's going on." And that's like I didn't know them, but the first time I met you guys in that was like me. Like I remember you guys like they're gonna come out from this hole in the woods right here, and like they're probably like a mile out. So like if you want to go find them, you can just start running that way. And I did, and met them like out there, and I came back with this like huge stick, and you guys were like, "What kind of stick are you holding? Like this thing, you look like you're ready to kill a bear." And it was like to knock all the spider webs off.
Yeah, spider stick.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
need a
this
good
huge,
spider
I have
stick.
the world's biggest spider stick. Yeah.
There's a lot of spiders
It's
that
a
time of year,
spider
too.
staff.
Yeah.
Spider staff.
I think that was
Yeah,
I think that was at Hopkins Prairie. They were coming out from Juniper
So you
Juniper
can
Prairie.
either be like a wizard with your spider wand stick, or you could be a Gandalf with your spider staff.
Yeah.
I was Gandalf. Yeah.
Definitely Gandalf for sure.
And then so you were basically you volunteered to go out there. You hadn't met them at that point. That was the first time you ran with them. Okay.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if you knew Jordan because he used to live in the Jacksonville area also before he moved. So
Yeah, and I didn't know each other.
yeah, well you know them quite well now though, right?
Yep.
Because they returned the favor after you came out and did the Across Florida with them. You signed up for the Monster, and they came out and all the way out to Arizona to help you out.
Yeah, it was awesome. I'm super happy that they were there.
Yeah.
Great pacers, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
They're both very, very consistent and fast individuals.
And they're just cool guys. I like hanging out with the two of them.
Yeah, me too.
They're fun. So, so you guys did your own Across Florida 200. You had the largest group that I know of that ran 4 days and 3 nights together. How did that go, man? That would have been quite the challenge, I think, to try to stay together with all the different runners at different skill and paces. And you guys obviously had different highs and lows during the race, but how'd that Across Florida 200 go?
It was so I think we would all say that it went well. For me, it gave me a lot of confidence, which I guess we can talk about how that led into the monster later.
Yeah.
But it was a good experience. It was sort of like there was an unknown distance for all of us, and we were all like had an idea of like what to expect, but at the same time, you don't really know what to expect until you do it. As a group, though, we did face some challenges, but as a group, we got stronger together just day by day. And so by the last day, like we worked out all the kinks and things, or most of the kinks, and things were like flowing much better. But it took this, there's people have different highs and lows at different points in time and different things going on. So it's a lot. It's a lot to do by yourself. It's a lot to do with 2 people. It's still really a lot to do like with 4 people. But we got through it. I'm like really proud of all of us. And
As you should be.
yeah, it was an awesome experience. I wouldn't wouldn't do it with any other group like that. I don't know. It was amazing.
I mean, I
It
can
brought us all,
imagine.
like, really close too.
Yeah, say nothing bonds people better. I mean, like that. I mean, that's like being in a combat situation.
Yeah.
Kind of, I mean, like you're really thrown into a really high stress situation for multiple days. You're kind of surviving together. That really helps build relationship.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm assuming you guys still spend a lot of time talking to each other now, even after that.
Yeah, we have our group text that we still
Very nice.
still are part of. Yeah.
Yeah. So what was your highs and lows during the Across Florida 200?
There were a lot of highs. I don't know. I didn't have any like low lows like I had in other like shorter distances, thankfully. But especially I think that last day, like for me, it was really cool to see like how, like I was happy with how I did. It was really cool to see like Scott, like he had his roughest day was like the first day, and then to watch him, I was like, I don't know, like Scott's like on day, we have so much further to go, and he has all this stuff going on, and then to watch him get stronger like day by day was like really inspiring. And then like with Judy, just seeing her be so
She's delightful, by the way. We love Judy.
yeah, Judy's amazing. She was just so strong the whole time. Like she was taking good care of herself and just stayed, like there was never a doubt in my mind. Like she never looked like she was questioning if she was gonna like stop going or anything like that. She was on the mission. You could see it. And so that was inspiring. And then same with Jamie. Jamie's just also like someone that's so strong and so consistent. And so like I feel like I was like surrounded by all these people that were so inspiring. And so it just really helped me continue to like stay strong and continue to be like consistent and all that too. My weakling is always like my feet. So I was like most stressed out about my feet, was just day by day, like they slowly got worse. Then the last day Joe wasn't available and I had to like do everything myself. And that's when
Okay,
they,
so
like,
what
really
happens
blew up.
with your feet?
I just get blisters like crazy. Like I haven't figured out anything. I try everything and I
All right,
do
Joe,
everything I can,
tell
but-
us about what's
Joe, tell us about
happening.
his
So yeah,
blisters.
I mean, right off the bat, man, we started working on his feet.
Batman?
I mean, I think every day I went out there for like 3 days. I wasn't able to get to the finish with you guys. I can't remember what happened, but that last day I wasn't available. But yeah, I mean, like every day I think I was working off. I mean, even like Jamie has a few little blisters and hot spots, and she's like, I've never had a foot problem ever, never had a blister, and I think it's, that's a tough course. You're slipping and sliding around on sand. It's hot. Your feet get wet. It's not a dry desert course,
Well,
but
I know what blisters I had, so
yeah, but
Thank
no,
you.
I mean, obviously, so like, yeah,
Like-
we had to work on Charlie's feet quite a bit.
so then
but
do you have blisters with different distances, lower distances?
Yeah, it's just a
when do
matter
they
of
usually
time.
hit?
So I think one of the best races I had was this year at the Donna. Like I just didn't change my shoes or my socks. I just pre-taped my feet and just kind of like kept pushing the whole like 84 miles on the day one. And I had some blistering on my little pinky toe, like curl under and they get
Oh, you
smashed.
got tuck toe.
We call it tuck toe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Tuck
a certain way to tape it. And do you do toe socks?
I do, yeah. I'm a big fan
Okay.
of socks.
Yeah.
What
so
kind of toe socks do you like?
Right now, I like the Creeper ones, but I like them all. I have like really cheap Amazon ones. I've tried Injinji, and like some of them are good. Some of them like
Exo
you can wear
toes
twice, and,
are where it's
Exo
at.
toes. I use those for the keys.
Yeah. Those are good.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Are you doing keys this year?
No, not this year.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's like a redemption race for me. I finished it, but I got wrecked the first time I did that.
I did too.
So-
I walked for 60 miles.
I mean, considering what you guys were doing, the fact that you have foot problems. I mean, your feet didn't get terrible, but like you said, I wasn't able to come out there on that last day and doctor you up and keep you going. So, but you finished it. So, I mean, that's the whole purpose of usually when I'm dealing with someone with foot care, the whole point of me being there is to keep you in the game because you already start having problems. We want to prevent the problems and keep them from happening, but unfortunately, usually when I get involved is to fix something that's already going awry.
Yeah, there's no preventing my foot problems, it seems like.
Okay,
It's
so
just a matter
then
of time,
so
and it's a
then
matter
now
of
you
managing
just finished your longest distance ever. How messed up are your feet? Were your feet?
it. Yeah, so they're absolutely have been in the worst shape ever.
Do you have pictures?
Yeah, pictures. Send us some pics.
I mean, I could. I don't have any, but I could take some pictures. So
Well,
just
yeah,
to
man,
give
you need to.
We love a good jacked up foot.
I started the race with only 7 toenails and no blisters, and then I finished the race with those same 7 toenails, but I've since lost 2. I'm gonna lose 3 more, and the heel basically on both
wait.
sides. huge
That's 2
nasty
toenails left.
blisters.
You're gonna have 2 toenails left.
I'll have 2 toenails left. Yeah,
Which
the
ones?
The ring toenails. The ring toenails.
toenails,
Yes.
Yeah, those ones are like looking really good.
Nice.
And then everything else, like my pinky toes, essentially get like fully encased in a blister. Like the entire toe is a blister.
How do you tape that toe?
So when Joe taped my feet, he did it, I think, the fancy way. Right?
Yeah.
Or you did like the special way.
Did you
from
do
the tuck tail?
Superman cape or?
I just
With the cape. There was a cape.
Yeah,
There was a
yeah.
big cape
So
down
yeah,
the cape.
I do Superman cape for my
Okay.
little toe.
I think it helps. I think it helps a lot. Greg Lawson pre-taped my feet for
Yeah.
Monster, and he did the Superman kind of extension. And then Liz was watching, and so she continued. Whenever she had to retape my feet, she did it like in a similar way. At least the pinky toes.
What kind of tape did you use?
Okay tape, I believe.
Okay.
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 I've never heard of that tape. But one of the things, if your tape is staying on, you can always pop through the tape.
We didn't do that.
Yeah,
We didn't
you
do
can,
that, but-
just so it doesn't like rip up that blister.
Yeah, we didn't rip any blisters off,
Okay.
thankfully.
That's good. Yeah, you
That's
don't want
good,
to de-roof a blister. That would be
We didn't do
horrible.
that.
Yeah.
No, there's a lot of retaping and popping and
Every time I think of that, I think you guys have seen, remember the movie Cabin in the Woods?
Cabin in the Woods. I would not shave my legs.
When you're
for,
like shaving your legs and like all your skin comes off. That's what I think about.
It was
when
the
you're
Eli
pulling the
Roth
tape off.
plague movie where the lady is they all get this like horrible disease of some
Disease,
sort.
yeah.
And she shaved her leg.
The worst I see is with maceration and the skin just kind of comes off in big nasty
Big
it just,
chunks.
Imagine a laminated board, it becomes delaminated basically. And that's the worst. And it's so painful, you know. I mean, like I hate to see that for anyone, but occasionally you run into it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, keep them feet dry.
Yeah. That's true.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what happened to you, or is it just all toe damage?
It's mostly toe damage. There's some nerves. So do you guys know what Christmas toes are?
No.
No.
Christmas toes.
I mean,
I
a
just
Santa
learned this.
Claus looking guy should know something like that.
Ho, ho.
So this is what thru hikers call. So right now, like half of my toes are numb.
Oh, yeah.
From, like,
I've had Christmas
yeah.
toes before.
Yeah. So like the middle toe, the ring toe, and the pinky toe, they're on both feet. They're completely numb. And I experienced this on a cross Florida too. But they call them Christmas toes because you don't get your feeling back in them until Christmas. So it can take like
Honestly, so I got quote unquote Christmas toes at Keys when I did it, and my toes were still numb by the time I did Vol State 2 months later.
Huh.
And I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they stayed numb for another couple months.
That
after
sounds a lot like nerve damage.
But my question is that a bad
it's something
thing?
delightful
does
called
it hurt?
Christmas toes.
Does it hurt though, even though they're numb?
no, it doesn't hurt. It just feels weird. Like when you walk, you're
They're just numb.
like your part of your foot's numb. Yeah.
Like having like pins and needles in your feet.
No,
Like,
no, they're just numb.
huh?
Yeah. So if the pins and needles good, 'cause that means you're like borderline
Feeling
almost
something.
Yeah, feeling something. Yeah.
feeling-
I'd rather not feel anything. That's
Yeah.
kind of where I
So
would
it's
Yeah,
like
you want Christmas toes.
so it's
Yeah.
like someone put Novocaine in your feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a holiday in your shoe.
holiday season. It's the holiday season.
So yeah, but next week I'll be out at Skunk Ape with my foot care kit. I've already got a couple appointments of people wanting their feet taped up before the race.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
so
That's amazing.
yeah, we'll
That's sold out race, by the way.
yeah, it did sell out.
Yeah.
What today?
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for him.
It's going to be great.
It's gonna be a good race.
It's going to be fun. We're going to have a great time.
Yeah. So, so you found out about the Monster 300. So just, you actually just did a recent recap with someone. So I don't want to need to go through every step of your race, but tell us about the
highlights.
race itself.
Yeah.
Tell us
Or training as Floridian.
Yeah. It's obviously about 40,000 feet of elevation during this race. And, you're a flatlander. How'd you prepare for that kind of elevation?
Yeah, so there's a lot of running involved, obviously, and most of the incline, or I guess most of the vert training I did was a lot of incline treadmill hiking or
Yeah.
running. And then there's a 70-foot bridge right around the corner from my house, so there was just hours and hours and hours of these bridge repeats that I would do.
That
and
sounds
so
horrible.
I was doing this for a while and got comfortable with what I was doing. And before I ran the Gate River Run this year, I had 3 hours of bridge repeats the day before, and I was like, well, my legs are gonna be really sore for this race the next day. But I was super excited. The end of that Gate River Run, you go over, they call it the Green Monster. I think it's 220, 250 foot bridge, but the last mile was downhill, so I was excited to run really hard downhill, and that went well. I had a PR at the distance.
Hey,
and
hell yeah.
I was able to get the top 10% hat, so I was really stoked about that. But this set me up for going into the training camp that we had. So my coach invited me out to do basically 70 to 100 miles of the course. We basically did 70. And go out to the training camp to run. Day one, it was running the first 37-ish miles of the course. And I'm feeling good. I'm knocking out the training. I'm this is going to be, not a walk in the park, but it's going to be, I think it's going to go really well. And that day one, running up a mountain, down a mountain, just up and down all day for hours, kicked my butt big time. And when I basically crawled back to the car that night, I looked destroyed. It looked like I ran a really hard 100-mile or something.
Wow.
And immediately I was in my head, I'm what have I got myself into? This is not Florida. This is not a bridge. This is not anything I've ever experienced before.
This is not
This is
Florida.
not a
This
Florida
is not a
bridge.
bridge. I feel this in my soul.
I've never been so sore from running. It's still far. We ran 37 miles, but I had never, the last time I can remember being that destroyed was it was almost that first 50K I ran, where I just could barely walk, and everything was sore. And so really kind of shook up that night one, and I was questioning. So the next day we're supposed to do the big climb. We're supposed to go up and down Mount Lemmon the next day, and I was I don't even know if I can show up tomorrow. But at the same time, with the experience, I'm I just need to eat and sleep, and I'm probably gonna feel better tomorrow. So that's exactly what we did. Woke up and terrible weather. There's snow on the mountain now, and we decided we're meeting some other people to go do it. And we go up there, and I can't keep up with my coach and the people that we're with, so I'm just sort of by myself. And going up is about 13 or 14 miles, and it's let's call it 6,500 foot climb. And up until the training camp too, I had no perception of what 1,000 feet was, or what it's to run downhill or anything like that. Not a
real
bridge.
Downhill that lasts a mile plus.
Yeah, not just a bridge that ends relatively quickly. I had no perception of that, and so now I'm tomorrow's gonna be a nightmare. And so we start going. I get separated. I get about 8 miles up, which is just about. You get to when you get 8 miles into it, that's just about the end of most of the climbing. And with the snowstorm that came through, the road was closed, so it took me way longer than I was expecting. And I knew if I got to the top, I was I'm gonna have to Uber down. But I knew I couldn't Uber down because the roads were closed from the the ice that was on the road. It was either turn around where I'm at, and we had a buddy with a car that was down there at the bottom, or if I was going to attempt to go up and over, I was going to be out there by myself for way longer than anyone was expecting. And so I was like, I'm just going to turn around here and head back to the car. And so I ended up doing like most of the climbing that day and ran down the way I came up. And it was like, I was just as defeated on day 2 as I was on day 1. Like, it was still a really hard day. And the guy that I met, he was also on our team at the bottom. We sort of like were chatting and relating and stuff about everything. We're like, I can't do this. There's no way I can do this. I don't know what I've gotten myself into. I started thinking about, how am I going to tell Joe, my coach, how am I going to tell my wife and everyone, like, I'm not going to do this, because I don't physically think I can. Like, this is way harder than I was even thinking.
This is kind of why you never want to do a course preview. This is the advertisement for, let's not look at the course before we get there.
Yeah. It ended up being a good thing. But yeah, so I was like, I finished day 2, and coach ends up going up and over. And so me and David, the guy I was with, we ended up like seeing him later that night when he's finally done. And like, we go to this Italian restaurant to have dinner to like catch up and talk about what we're going to do tomorrow. And coach sees us, and he's like, what's going on? And we're like, dude, we don't know what we're doing. Like, both of us feel like we can't do this, and this is impossible. We don't know what we've gotten ourselves into, and I'm ready to like, just at that point I was literally thinking, I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop running. I'm gonna like maybe go to the gym 3 times a week and like maybe do like the 5 days of
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yes,
I've been there.
I've been there for 2 months.
I was going to say 88 store. I said, I'm done doing ultras. I'm only doing 5K and 10K.
I've heard you. I have that on video, actually.
You do at the 88 store.
Yeah, and so coach, he puts on his coaching hat, and then he just starts talking to us, and he asks us all these questions. And but what he said to me was, he's like, hey, like, I've programmed your training. I've seen how you've been doing in your training, and I know this is like new to you, and I know it's like there's certain reasons why like the first day was harder than it should have been with the travel and stuff, and same with the second day with the weather. And like, I know you can do this, but you have to like revisit your why, because I think you've sort of forgotten that. And he started asking all these questions about like the mental side of things, and giving me all these exercises to start working on between now and the race.
What do you have you working on? What do you have you doing? Just curious, because we got a mountain race coming.
Yeah, well, there's some things we teach in my training, which is sort of like the intensity and the order that we're doing things in for like the longer days. But like mentally, it was really revisiting the why. Like, why did I originally even sign up for that first 50K? Why did I sign up for this? Why did I pick the monster? What am I going to feel like if I don't finish? What is it going to be like if I actually don't show up? What if I don't race, or if I show up and I drop like super early because it's hard? Just a million questions I had to answer, and it was really helpful because it was like, at the time, it was really tough to answer those questions, but it was really important because the more I thought about it, the more I was like remembering. And we had dinner, and so like he gave me a bunch, like we didn't like explore all that like right then and there, but we finished dinner that night, and then we're running. There's like 40 miles of bike path on the course, and so that was like how we're gonna finish the last day of the training camp, was just running on the bike path. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna like, I feel exhausted, I'm gonna show up and maybe like run like 5 miles or something, and get out there, and sun's coming up, back on the pavement. This is like my bread and butter. I'm like, oh, this feels like home. And start running, tick off the 5 miles, and I'm starting to think about all the things like we were talking about last night, the night before, and just keep going and feeling better, starting to get like really hyped up. I'm starting to believe like, I think I can do this. At least I'm for sure going to show up, and at a minimum, I know like if I can at least get here, if I can at least get to the bike path, then I know like I have a chance. And the bike path is like roughly like just over like halfway, and it's through like the first half of the course was for sure harder than the second half. But I knew if I could just get to that bike path, I'd have a shot at actually finishing it. And ended up running like 20 something miles that day, and met up with my coach, and I was like, dude, I'm ready to go. Like, I can do this. And
that's also the day 2 is always the hardest of any multi-day.
Yeah.
Day 2 is a liar. By day 3, your body clicks in. So it's, basically that.
Yeah. Being on the road too for sure helps because I was like, this is not like I can like think and not actually like focus on not dying. But yeah, finished that and I was like mentally like I ended on a high note with the training camp, and I wouldn't say I was like 100% like bought into everything at that point, but I was starting to believe like what I needed to do is get to that bike path and I have a shot. And then yeah, we tweaked a couple things in the training camp leading up to the race, and then I spent a lot of time just thinking about all those things. And so when the race started, I showed up to that starting line just 100% believing I was going to finish. I was ready to go, and I was just ready to get it done.
Yeah. So this is the Arizona Monster 300 that you did. Can you tell us a little bit about the course and what you know about it, about the history of the race? I mean, this is the first time you've had it. So what do you know about the race itself?
Where did it start? Where did it end? Stuff like that.
Yep. Yeah, so it starts in Superior, Arizona, which is just east of Phoenix, and it goes along like most of the races on the Arizona Trail. But you go from Superior down to Patagonia, Arizona, which is like pretty close to the border.
That's where the clothes are made.
Oh,
I think the clothes are made in China.
Yes,
I got a
but there's
TikTok
also an
about
actual
that.
Patagonia.
$2. You want Patagonia shirt? $2.
There's roughly like 40,000 foot of gain and loss on the course, and then there's about I want to say it's like 60 miles of like bike path or road.
Oh,
and
so
then
that's
everything
nice.
else is on the trail. It is really nice. Yeah, the big climb, you go over a couple mountains, but the big climb is Mount Lemmon, which takes you up to about 9,000 feet. And then I think you have like just over 7 days is like the cutoff time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's high and cold. It's like it was very hot and also very cold.
how much access did you have to your crew and pacers?
That's tricky. So I don't remember how many aid stations there are. There's a bunch of aid stations. You don't get to see your crew until mile 75,
Ooh.
which was like we started at 12 p.m. on the first day, and so I saw them roughly like 12ish the next day. There's sometime in the afternoon the next day, but so you don't see them until 75 miles in, and then you don't get a pacer until 105 miles.
And then is that where the pacer is like there for 60 miles or something like that? Or is that
Not
later?
that section. Yeah, that's later.
That's how did you have a pacer? You had a pacer during that section, right?
Thankfully I did. Yeah, thankfully I did.
How can a pacer be like, yeah, I'll do 60 miles of a course with you? That's a big
ass.
commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Funny because like I think everyone that was with me would have done it if they were asked.
Yeah.
I think everyone would have done it. I think everyone was capable of doing it too. But yeah, so everyone like some of these sections are like what Jordan did with me. It's like climbing, like we have to run to this mountain and we have to climb up this mountain, which is like, he's from Florida too. He doesn't know what that's like. Or he's run a mountain race before, but I don't know if it was like a mountain like this. And it was fun to be out there. Like he was my first pacer, and it was fun to be out there with him and like just experience that together and get it done together. And we were able to bond even more through that experience. And everyone that I had with me, like I feel like I just bonded so much more with them.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to conceptualize it for me, even, because 300 miles is such a long freaking way. I mean, I've paced and crewed for 100 miles. I've paced and crewed for 200 miles. But the longer you get out there, I mean, that's a big commitment for your people to be out there.
You cannot. Well, yeah. So I've never, obviously, the longest I've had a crew is for a 200.
Yeah.
For both of the 300s I've done, nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah. No crew.
And so you don't have any kind of expectations either.
Yeah.
And you can't think about the distance.
I mean,
you just cannot.
So those runners that come out to help you, you got to be good at picking your support. I mean, you need to have people that you're confident that they're not going to be an anchor to you, that they're going to be able to accomplish the distance, because when they're going out to pace you, they're going out to pace you for an ultra themselves. And that might not be the only pacing duty they have. That might just be the one time they did it in the whole race.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's an interesting way to think about, I mean, again, I know.
Well, I mean, when you talk to pacers, you'd be like, can you, one, commit to this distance? 2, commit to this pace that we're probably going to have to do.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. Mm-hmm. What was your absolute favorite part of the entire race?
Oh, that's tough. Well, for sure the finish, like
Yeah.
absolutely the finish, absolutely the finish. There were so many highs though that I had, and I had, thankfully I didn't ever like, my lowest low was going down Mount Lemon, and that's just because running downhill was really hard, and that was when my feet were the absolute like in the worst shape, and the foot pain was the highest. Outside of that, there was the first thing that comes to mind was like when I was finally on the bike path, and it was like the middle of the day or something like that, or it was starting to go towards the afternoon, and I was with Blake. And at this part of the course, there's like on the bike path, there's hotels, restaurants, gas stations, all this stuff. Things are heating up, and we keep passing these gas stations, and I keep thinking like, man, like back home, whenever it's hot out, and like running near the beach and stuff, I always stop and get a Slurpee.
Yeah.
Somewhere at some point.
Or go into
I
a
was
beer
so
cave
excited.
of any convenience store.
We didn't do that. I didn't even think about that.
Oh,
I
the beer
always,
cave is
so
amazing.
today during my run, I go to a 7-Eleven because I needed water, and I'm like, okay, beer cave first. Let me cool down in the beer cave.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Getting this Slurpee though with Blake, I had to convince him to get one for some reason. So he finally got one, and then we went back outside, and like he was so happy that he got one, and we were just sipping on these Slurpees, like 100 and I don't know, like 60, 70 miles into this race, like cruising down the bike path, drinking Slurpees together. Like it was a really cool thing. Another super high point was when I finally got to this one, like one of the earlier sections of the bike path. My wife was able to surprise me at that aid
Oh,
stop.
that's sweet.
And I was able to see her and FaceTime my girls while I was there, which was like, thankfully I was in a high spot already, but it like boosted me up even more. And that was an awesome moment as well. But yeah, just running with each person, like whenever I was starting the section with someone, it was really special. And then just going on that journey with them was also really special.
Yeah, that's great. That's awesome.
Yeah. So at the, I did see your finish line video, and well, I think it was like 2 angles maybe I might have seen of it, but again, the girls were there waiting for you with their signs and got to finish that with you. I mean, how awesome was that?
It was the best. Yeah. It's funny because the last section it's about 16 miles, and that's right when you finish the long, like 64-mile section. And so we came into that like super wiped out, and thankfully I was able to like sleep a little bit. Like I got like 40 minutes of sleep, and then ate some food and had some caffeine, and we took off, and Blake was with me, and the sunrise was coming up, and we were like going way faster than anyone was sort of expecting. And they all knew like they needed to let my wife know, because it's a couple hour drive from where she was to get to the finish. And as soon as we got like 20 minutes in the run, and we were hauling butt, and I knew they weren't expecting that, so I immediately started texting my wife like, hey, you gotta leave now because I'm going faster than we're expecting. And I actually had to slow down because she wasn't gonna make it, but yeah, so unfortunately, like where I slowed down in the first half of it, which is like super buttery, these trails are running on, it's like super nice. Like I had no idea what the second half of the trail was, which is like the super technical downhill stuff. And I was like kicking myself because I ate up all that time, and now I had to like actually like
Work.
if I wasn't gonna like make everyone get there like early, and then I needed to like work to get down these hills to show up when I said I was gonna show up. It still worked out, and thankfully the last 2 miles, which was a nice surprise, went off the trail to the finish is like on the road.
Nice.
And Blake like sniped these people from when we were still on the mountain. He saw these 3 people down on the road, and he just looked at me. He's like, "We're gonna get them." And we got to the road, and we were on this bend, and 2 of them were like they had already taken off, but this one guy, he looked over his shoulder and saw us start running, and he just started booking it. And we did catch him, but it was just like a fun chase, like at the very end. Like,
Yeah, I love it.
300 miles into this race, and we're like running to the finish.
Yeah, it's a race. It's a race in that last little section.
Yeah, we made it a race, and it was still really fun. And
But
it was cool to.
But you had a really respectable finish, though. I mean, how many runners started this, and where did you finish?
I want to say like 290-ish started, I believe, and then I think a third dropped, so like roughly 200 people finished, and I think I got like 34th, 35th.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really surprised how I did, especially being from Florida. And I think there was like 6 or 7 other people from Florida that were in the race.
Did you hear anyone make any comments about a Florida boy finishing that well?
I don't think. I mean, not besides I think the people from Florida. Yeah.
I mean, at some point, the race leader, you were ahead of the race leader for a little while too, right?
Only because it was a staggered start. So like it started in waves. So
it counts.
Based on like
it counts. He was behind you. I don't care. He was behind you.
Technically, yes. Yeah. It was funny because I actually my coach was running the race too, and we got to a point where we had to share some miles together, and he was joking because he was actually in like I think 3rd or 4th place at the moment, and I'd run ahead of him and be like, "Oh, look, I'm in 3rd now."
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, that was it's really exciting to see our Florida runners go out and tackle these big races, these mountain races. The Monster 300, I think, is going to be a beast for a long time. And I think it's going to be, the 300s, the new 200, the new 100.
Come on now.
Everyone is chasing after
I think
longer
there's a
distances
lot of people
now.
who are doing this Monster Cocoa challenge. Like they're doing the Monster and the Cocodona.
Yeah.
Like that's
people,
crazy.
Easy glaze, yeah.
Yeah.
people
that's
are
wild.
just taking on bigger and bigger races and pushing their bodies further than I think anyone ever thought they would have been able to do.
I mean, at some point you're going to break though.
Well, people do break all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't know anything about that, do you, Kevin?
I do. I know a lot about that.
You had your first double-digit
I
run
did. My
since
first
January.
double-digit run since January.
Yeah. How'd your double-digit run go?
I was fine. I wanted a hacksaw at the end of my run to cut my foot off, but it was okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why did it hurt so bad?
Fucking foot.
Is it still the nerve stuff?
Yeah. I mean, it's the same problem that I've had since the beginning.
Yeah?
So,
Oh, just chew it up. Whatever.
yeah, I just
Cut it off.
fucking run it off.
Make some foot stew or
Let's
something.
just keep running.
Yeah.
We're going to keep doing our thing.
So now that you've got this great big thing behind you, what kind of stuff are we looking forward to in the future, Charlie?
Well, the races I'm signed up for right now, I've got Miami 50-50.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Who are you running it with?
Jamie.
Yeah, that's going to be great.
Nice. Very nice. You
That's
guys are
on my
gonna
short
kill
list,
it.
by the way. That's on my short list. I was like, man, maybe I could run that and be kind of fast at it.
I've been wanting to run that.
But I don't know that I'm not
Ever.
as fast as you and Jamie. So that's out of the question.
Well, you don't have to be as fast as
Yeah.
them. You have to be as fast as the person you're running with.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, true.
That's
yeah.
true.
I think it's gonna be a really fun race. I think
Yeah,
it's just,
that looks so much fun. That
I
really
think
does
it's a
look
really
fun.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cool idea. And then Immolation in
Yeah.
July, which I've never done that kind of style of a race. And I signed up for the Infinity Challenge as well.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, the Immolation Infinity. Now, what does that entail?
So you do Immolation, which is like that 80-ish miles in 24 hours, and then there's like a funny kind of game with it, with people get eliminated after 12 hours. So if you're still there after day one, then it turns into a last man standing. So that you continue like the 3-ish mile loop until there's only one person left.
We're going to watch your
And
blue
there's,
dot.
you should look at the ultra sign up because there's a bunch of monsters. Like,
you know
signed up for that.
who signed up for it?
I don't know.
Almost everybody we know, including greatest hits. We got Shae Frederick,
Hey.
Matt Clapper,
Yeah.
Kobatal,
Let's go.
Mike Alberts,
Hell yeah.
Arian,
Uh-huh.
Charlie,
Let's go.
Luke Vidal,
Yep.
Nick,
Nick. Okay.
the best one, Joseph Miller, the younger,
Oh, young Joe Miller.
young Joe Miller.
I'm taking credit for his races now. by
Are
the
you?
way.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to ultra sign up and I'm not changing them
Just
to my
changes.
name.
Okay. All right.
Nice, yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. Immolation. I don't know what it is about those South Florida races. None of them sound exciting.
They all sound shitty.
They all sound so
It sounds
crappy.
so
They
hot.
sound unpleasant
But you said
on purpose.
But you said you grew up down there,
In Stewart.
Stewart. So
Yeah, Jupiter just south of where I grew up.
Yeah. So when you go back
I
down
don't know if
there,
it'll make it any easier, but
you got family down that way you visit with or anything while you're there?
yeah, I still got family down there.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah. Well, cool. And then so Immolation, that's a hard. What other ones you got? Are you still signed up for Cocodona?
No, so I'm hoping to sign up this year for next year when the time comes.
It sells out fast.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
like
thought so.
super
So you
fast.
didn't sign up and to defer it. You just decided to
No.
sign up for Monster instead.
Yeah. So I still need to sign up for that. So that's like tentatively planned for next year is to do Cocodona. And the only other race I'm signed up for is Barkley Fall Classic. in
Okay.
September.
Yeah, Scott Hoover's doing that too.
Yeah, I got to meet
Yeah.
Jeff Browning a weekend before last, who won Cocodona last year.
Yeah.
I had no idea who he was because I don't know anything about famous ultra runners.
Well, now
So,
you do.
now,
He
but
almost won.
yeah, now I know what Bronco Billy.
So
I heard that he's coming to
BFC,
Skunk
How
Cave.
are you going to
Maybe.
now
I don't
train
know.
for
heard
that? Is it going to be more bridge
Wow.
repeats?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I have an idea of what it means to like run up and down a mountain now, but I think that one's even more twisted because it's like you're like sliding down a mountain, like bear crawling up one, and there's like pokey things the whole way and stuff.
Yep.
That's going to be a brutal race, but
Wait a minute,
Yeah, I don't know.
did
I
you
don't
get
know.
any pokey things while you were on Monster?
no. So I was so proud because there are thousands of cactus everywhere, and I didn't get poked a single time.
Nice.
I
I've
seen
never
a-
been poked by a cactus. I can still say that.
I seen a video the other day. Someone, a lady was running and she had like her trail shoes on. She'd been running and she had these looked like little balls of
Oh, no.
Yeah.
things that were stuck to all to her shoes. She was trying to pick them off with a pair of
Oh,
tweezers.
no. Did you see any monsters while you're out there?
No, so I saw that there's a name for this thing, and it looked like a lemur at night. It had like a real big bushy tail with stripes on it. It wasn't a. It looks like a weasel sort of with a lemur tail, but it has a different name. It wasn't a lemur. I
Are
saw
you
one of those,
sure
which is really cool.
that's not a hallucination?
Didn't hallucinate. So I think I was like fed and slept well enough to where I didn't experience that.
It it a ringtail?
A ringtail?
Maybe,
A what?
maybe.
You're very excited.
Oh my goodness, look at this baby.
Oh, it looks like a cat. It looks like a cat with a
Does it
like
look
a
like a
raccoon.
lemur sort of with a big bushy tail?
And she's trying to show you through the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like it.
It's not
Yeah.
working
Yep.
at all.
I can see the tail. Yeah.
Look at that little baby.
Oh, Shay's very excited now. She's
Yeah.
going to sign up for this race just
Just so she can see
this
one of those
shit.
little boogers.
Yeah.
My goodness. It's a ring-tailed cat. Look at that baby.
Well, man, I
wild.
tell you what, you made all of us Florida runners proud out there on the Monster. You're gonna, you're still killing it. I mean, you got so many great races ahead of you still.
Yeah, you should come sign up for a 5K in November. We put a 5K on. It's a Lambridge 5K.
Yeah,
It's
see if
great.
you can run a fast 5K again.
Yeah, it'd be great. You should come hang out with us.
Yeah. 5K is pretty scary too. Like trying to run a fast one.
Yes.
Never.
I hear you. I hear you there.
So, bucket list. What is on your running bucket list for ultras now?
For ultras,
Or any race? What's on the
Yeah, so-
bucket list?
so I think my next focus though is to try and get faster, and so I do want to try and get a sub-3 marathon. I'd like to do Cocodona next year. I do want to go back to the Keys for like a redemption because that race didn't go well for me. Next year, I believe there's going to be like, I think Miami 125 may change to something else.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And so I'd like to I was supposed to do Miami 125, but I stopped at the 100. So I'd like to go back there, possibly if it turns into like something else, whatever it is. Those are the only things on the top of my head.
Nice.
And, and
Donna, I'm going to be back to Donna.
and in like a sub 25K trail race in Lambridge. Yeah, that would be really fast for you.
That would be really fast. Yeah, that sounds really hard.
I love it.
Do you just basically tell your coach, hey, I want to run a sub 3-hour marathon and also Cocodona 250, and he just makes it happen?
Yeah, he makes it happen. Yeah.
That's
He
what I
thinks-
love about
he
having
thinks-
a coach.
Yeah. Yeah.
You tell them the goals, and they're
it's-
like, okay, let me build that training plan
Yeah.
around that.
Yeah, and he did it with the Monster, and I think what's really special is that he believed in me before I believed in myself about
Yeah.
it, and he saw that I could do it and just believed that, and he just needed to get myself to believe it. So yeah, he's a hell of a coach, and we have a really good relationship.
I love it. That's great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anything else that
What are we missing? What are we missing?
I don't know. What are we missing?
I mean, let's look at your ultrasound. So actually, I do want to ask, Miami 100, how'd you feel about that?
Yeah. I went well. The goal was to do the 125, but I ended up running it like 100, and so by the time I got to the 100 mark, I was like, I don't know if I want to go back out there for like 8 hours or something. So I just stopped.
Would you recommend it, though, if somebody wanted to do the Miami 100? See Miami, basically.
Absolutely. Yeah, that is such a cool race, and the whole setup with getting the cards and not really knowing where you're going until you get this card to tell you where to go is really fun. It's really hot. So with the Keys in Miami, which you're doing with all these preferred qualifiers, like Badwater is also on the bucket list.
Yep.
There
it is. See, there it is. I was wondering because I saw Keys in Miami. So.
Yeah, I don't have I think you need like 4 years of experience now. I think I'm working on my 3rd year now. So.
Yeah. At least 4 years, several qualified races.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Once
you'll
you
get
get
there.
you
Yeah,
got to
you'll get
answer
there.
all your little essay questions and all that good stuff.
You can blue dot watch Shae when she runs Badwater here in a few months. 80. How many days left?
that's
How many
awesome.
days left, Shae?
We are 80 days
80
until Badwater.
Oh my
days
gosh.
to Badwater.
Wow. That's so cool.
Let's go.
I need more sauna time. It's been so cold here.
Yeah, it has. It's been chilly
I
in the morning.
don't understand.
It'll get hot though.
It was like 50 something the other day.
Yeah.
When I was on my run on Wednesday, by the end of my workout, it was I was freezing.
I know.
It
Why
was-
is it cold in April? This is
Yeah, it's
I
crazy.
know.
This is unusual.
Yeah, I mean,
Where
it's still
is my
snowing in the
heat?
mountains right now.
Yeah. Huh.
It's going to get hot here quick, though. I feel like you're going
Yeah.
to have plenty of time to get acclimated.
Oh yeah.
I have a friend that she lives in Pocatello, Idaho, like about an hour and a half where I grew up. And they are calling for 23 in the morning
Gosh.
for her race tomorrow.
Yep.
No.
Okay. I'm glad to be in Florida where
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
50.
Hard pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I remember growing up, my brother reminded me the other day of like, hey, remember on July 11th one year when it snowed? It's like, ooh.
No.
So
Have it.
I can't do cold.
That sounds crazy.
I'm so much better at heat than cold.
What about you, Joe? What you got coming up?
You know,
How's the gym bro and going?
you know what? I'm doing a lot of gym bro.
I saw a lot of half naked pictures of you on the internet.
Yeah. Well, you know, I was kind of recapping what I'm working out, sharing a little information.
Very
Yeah, very.
risque photos of you, Joe.
Well, you know, got to put on my sexy me. You know, if the girls can do it, I can do it too. So I'm
Yeah.
just saying. But no, I mean, gym workout is going really good. So
That's good.
I'm feeling strong. Today was a leg day. Got
Yeah.
some squats in.
I skipped my workout the other day.
yeah.
It's okay.
Don't make that a repeat
No,
habit.
it's a one-time only deal.
No, I mean, I'm feeling good. You know, I'm just good at weightlifting.
I'm not great at it.
And I'm not good at running, so it feels
I'm
good.
better at running.
It feels good to be doing something I'm good at. When I'm doing my box squats in the gym, when people are looking because I look like a guy that does box squats, you know.
I don't know what
Wait,
that
what's
is.
the difference
What's a
between
box
a
squat?
squat and a box squat?
So you have just a standard back squat. A box squat, you actually sit down on a box and stand back up, and it.
Oh, that sounds easier.
Oh.
It's not easier.
Why?
It allows your muscles to relax at the bottom so that you can be explosive coming up.
Going up.
Going up.
So you're sitting down and then it's harder to get up.
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't sound fun.
It could be also called bench squat.
Yeah.
Like
That-
where you
I don't
sit-
know that
where
I
you
like
sit on a
that.
bench.
Yeah, they're really good.
I like sitting on benches, but not with lifting weights.
but it's going good.
Nice, good.
Yeah, thanks.
I did not skip my workout.
I'm proud of you.
Last night, let's see. I finished work. I went out and did my run, and then I was so tired from the whole week because my Wednesday workout was like 9.5 miles of
What was the name of your workout on Wednesday?
awful, just awful, is what Brian titled it.
Well, you know, like I've been putting like single digit running miles in since
Yeah.
like January, so I can make time for the gym. And I think after tomorrow's run, I'll have 30.
What are you running tomorrow?
I'm gonna do 7 tomorrow.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Look out!
Yeah, so I haven't done a double digit run in a little while, but I'm still double digit.
My
ready.
double digit run today was a little rough.
Yeah, but I mean,
little rough.
the fact that I've got 30 miles in this week
Yeah,
feels good.
it's my longest run since January.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it is what it is.
yeah.
We'll get there.
I would say this: if I could go back in training, I would have been a little better at the strength training, because that was one thing that was always like an optional thing on my schedule that I had totally neglected. And it would have helped.
What kind of stuff was it that he had on your strength portion?
I could tell you if I looked at it and did it.
So probably things like calf raises and core work and
There's definitely core work, but I think there were like squats and then like a couple single leg exercises. And probably
yeah.
some-
Oh, fuck that single leg shit.
single leg.
If he's got you doing
deadlifts and-
Bulgarian split squats, fuck that. Okay,
They're
that shit
hard.
hurts so much.
They're hard, but they work.
Ugh, they hurt so bad.
There's like endless gym memes of everybody that does not want to do.
Oh
Bulgarian
God, they're
split
so
squats.
bad. If you like doing them, there's something wrong with you. Okay.
I like to when I find that all the stuff that is really good for running is the stuff that the guys don't do. If you go in and see the girls doing the stuff, they're trying to build them big booties because girls do a lot of big booty lifting.
I don't
Oh,
want
okay.
to.
I'm
You
gonna
do that-
say
you do that
it's
stuff?
because as a woman, I love leg day.
Yeah.
That is my day that
But-
I excel.
Yeah.
If us guys could go into the gym and do what the girls are doing as runners, we would do better. Because a lot of what the girls are doing are actually exercises that will help you with your run. Guys like to go in and do chest, shoulders, and arms. They don't even think about the legs. But the girls aren't just thinking about the legs. They're doing stuff like abduction and induction,
Yeah.
and hip thrust and Bulgarian squats and things that are actually good for runners.
I like doing hip
because
thrust.
they build booties.
Hip thrust
it
is my
builds
favorite, Joe.
I like to do the hip
I
thrust
like
too.
to do
So
hip
I like
thrust.
And the
hip
horizontal
thrust,
mambo.
except
Yeah.
At my house and my home gym stuff, I have the plates that roll nice and smooth. In the gym that I've got a membership at now, they're like the octagon type, and so they go clunk 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 clunk, and they don't smooth off of your lap the way they should when you're doing hip thrusts, and it sucks.
Yeah.
You just need bigger weights.
We got a machine at our gym called a booty blaster.
Oh.
Yeah, you have like a seatbelt that goes across your hips. Yeah.
I saw something on Instagram where it broke on somebody.
Yeah. Well, I can imagine you put enough weight on those things.
Their
Yeah.
booty blasted it too hard.
Yeah. They work. Makes my hips hurt when I do it.
I don't know that I want to see you do this, but at the same time, I'm kind of interested.
Yeah. Gives you good thrusting strength.
No, y'all. No. I don't want to hear or see y'all comparing your thrusting over here.
It's a hip thruster. I'm just saying.
I got longer legs than Joe. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Mine are bigger than yours.
I can thrust. Never mind. We're not going.
Yours
We're not going there.
Yours might be longer, but mine's thicker.
Charlie, thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
See, now his kids can't listen to it.
Thanks for having me. It's
Yeah.
been awesome.
We appreciate you coming on and hanging out with us tonight. So that means a lot to us.
Yeah, we look forward to
Have fun.
seeing you again out on trail.
We will
man.
absolutely see
Oh,
you
for
again.
sure.
For sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Shae, you want to take us out?
All right. Thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, on Facebook. Visit our website. We may have foot pictures there. www.where'sthefinishpodcast.com and
Let's go.
Safe sex, and they literally talk in high school. We're talking about dildoms.
really.
Yeah.
Well,
High school?
High school.
I
Oh,
grew
my.
up in Mormon, Idaho.
This is
so
good.
that was never part of any kind of conversation.
No.
Never.
Oh my
there was
gosh.
nothing.
Did they talk about the pants, the underpants?
No.
The sacred
you can't
holy
talk,
underpants?
You cannot talk about the Mormon underpants. You just don't do it.
Why not?
But everybody's wearing the Mormon underpants.
Oh, I was stationed with 3 Mormons in my dorm room, so I can only imagine.
You know about all the Mormon underpants.
I know all about the Mormon underpants.